Good morning. Today is Wednesday at 7:05 a.m. I got an offer from DoorDash to go to Taco Bell and then go to Starbucks and then deliver to two different customers. I'm going to get $9 for 4.4 miles. Temperature right now, 83 degrees. I'll be showing you guys different offers and different screen captures of just different types of graphics that I happen to that relate to doing DoorDash and delivering and Uber Eats, and sometimes I'll have pictures of the animals, or I'll have graphics of showing you what I had for lunch when I was on my break. So just a random series of images, so that way you guys can be entertained by more than just me telling stories and talking about, the pickups and the drop-offs. I just keep trying to think of just different things to add to my videos, so that way there's other areas of interest that you guys can observe while we're doing the deliveries, because these videos are long. They're usually up to 2 hours long, maybe even more, because I like to take you guys on the full ride-along experience. So yeah, and a lot of bad offers did come in. I definitely got a lot of lousy ones before I got this one. I put the app on at about 6:45, I think, is when I turned it on, and it took about 20 minutes before I got this offer. So it was definitely quite the wait. But I think that's pretty much normal for this job. And I'll be working today from 7 till noon with a goal of $50, like I usually do. And hopefully I hit it. I'm going to be watching out today, especially for road construction, and making sure I don't drive on the wrong side of the road today like I did yesterday. So gotta be careful of that, and really just trying to get through the day as safely as I possibly can without creating too much chaos in my life. So we'll see how that goes. And the plan when I do the pickup is to go through the drive-through for Taco Bell, which is our first stop. And because it's so early, usually they don't have enough employees at this Taco Bell, so I'll just head to the drive-through, and hopefully when I get there, it won't take that long. The last time I was at the Taco Bell, the AI at the drive-through window completely handled the transaction. So normally what happens is that when I get through to the drive-through window, the AI voice will say some stuff, and then I'll say, no, DoorDash for so and so, and then a live real person will say, oh, okay, is this your order? Or, oh, okay, just come to the window. And I'll be like, okay. But the last time I went, the AI handled everything. The AI showed me the order. It knew the name of the customer when I said the name of the customer. It understood me and responded accordingly, which was the first time I'd ever seen the AI do that. So that was like, whoa, they're advancing the AI now, where it understands Uber Eats and DoorDash deliveries and the names of the customer. So yeah, so the AI is gonna basically tell me. The AI is basically it's gonna show me the order, and I just gotta confirm that they're showing me the right order for the pickup. So let's see what happens if it gets it right today. Sometimes I think if the name of the customer is really hard to pronounce, it won't understand what I'm doing. Arrive at store. Anybody in the drive-thru yet? No, I don't don't see anybody in the door. Watch out, pigeon. We will be open due to technical issue. They're closed. So they don't open until 8. So now I gotta go around. They're having problems. They haven't had a sign that said that they don't open until 8. They're having technical issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and park. And then I'm going to let support know that they're closed. Great. Taco Bell issue. Store has an issue. Store is closed. Check the drive-thru. Call the store to confirm. Okay, I did that. Continue. Cannot enter the store. No employees. No employees at the drive-thru. Store opens late today. Store is having technical issues and is closed until 8 a.m. Photo verification. Take a photo of the store. Alright. Uploading your photo. Could not verify that the store was closed. Retake. Okay, so what do they want? Oh, they want a photo of a sign or something. Well, shoot, I just passed the sign. Gosh darn it. Now I've got to get out of the car to get half of my money so I can get paid. So let's go to where there's a sign. I think they should have a sign over here on this door as well. Let's see. No, they don't have a sign there. So I've got to go back to the other sign at the drive-thru window. I've got to go around again. Oh boy. They didn't put a sign at the entrance. Take a photo. Photo verified. Your report was submitted. I got $2. Got it. This has resolved my issue. Very satisfied. Oh, now they're saying they're open, but it's too late. The lady was waving to me saying, "We're open. We're open." I'm like, it's too late. Take your sign down if you're open. Because it's too late. I already said they're closed. Submit. So now what happened was that the store, the Taco Bell, the Taco Bell, when I first went through the drive-thru, the Taco Bell was closed, and there's a sign that said they're not going to be open till 8 due to technical issues. So I said, well, all right, and then I I went into the app to say the store is closed, and it says take a picture. So I had to go around and take a picture of the sign that says they're closed. And then after I did that, it said I'd get the $2. So that's done. So it was a done deal now. And said now go to Starbucks since they're closed. And then the lady in the drive-thru suddenly sticks her head out the window waving to me like they're open. It's like, oh, we're open, we're open. I'm like, well, it's too late. I'm like, there's no point in me even talking to you because there's no point, lady, in talking to you because I've already confirmed that you're closed. So there's nothing I can do. I can't backtrack to the app and tell the app, oh, never mind, your sign was wrong. So yeah, I'm telling you, they just cost me $2. So now this offer is $2 less than what it was quoted at, which is a bummer. But there's nothing I can do about it. So we are now on our way to Starbucks. 4 minutes, and it's 1.4 miles to the Starbucks. Very disappointing. And I really wish that person would have popped out of the window sooner, or they would go out to the, if they knew it was fixed, someone needs to walk to where the drive-through, clown box is and remove that sign, because that's the only reason why I thought they were closed, because they had a sign, a handwritten sign that said they were closed. Honest to goodness, this job. Every day I just wonder what's gonna happen next. I was trying to figure out why. They must have just fixed it, and they're just so busy trying to catch up inside that nobody thought about the sign, because they can't see it. You know what I'm saying? Out of sight, out of mind. They don't see the sign on the box. And so now people are just going to drive through the drive-thru like I just did and just bypass them, and they're not going to see the customer until it's too late. Oh, what a way to start the day, huh? That was a bummer. I mean, I would have gladly wanted to get the food, but it was too late. I had already taken a photo of their sign that said they were closed. I mean, I wanted that $2, but now I ain't gonna get it. The only plus is that I'm only gonna deliver to one customer, and I just have to hope that that customer is the one that's nearby. Fingers crossed. If it's a faraway customer, well, we're out of luck. We're gonna put on a lot of miles and get $2 less than what was quoted. Oh boy. Well, it's early in the day. We can make up the money. I got 3.5 miles on the car right now. It's 7:18, and so far we have nothing in the car, and we only got $2 right now in our pocket. And we're headed towards the Starbucks. It's at the very far end of this shopping center. Oh, exit. Watch out for these people who don't stop at the stop sign. Looks like they have a stop sign, yet they all just keep driving through. I don't have a stop sign, but they have a stop sign. Alright, I'm just going to park it here, and we'll go inside. What a day. Already the day has gotten bad. Oh wait, there is a receipt. Oh, well, it's not really a receipt. I mean, that's not really a receipt. It's just a label. Confirm. Alright. It's going to be a hand it to the customer. Directions. How far away is it? Okay, it's only 0.4 miles, 2-minute drive, so that's great news. So we got the short one. And where is this place? Okay, got it. We're gonna be traveling 2 minutes, 0.4 miles, a business. It's a hand it to the customer. See if I can back out of here safely. No problems inside the Starbucks. I did have a problem holding the door open for somebody. There was somebody right behind me, and I held the door for them and let them in, and then I went inside, and at the exact moment I went inside, another customer was trying to go out, and I didn't hold the door for them. So yeah, it was that. And then I apologized to them. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you." And they're like, "Oh, that's all right." That was about it. That was all that happened at the That was all that happened when I was over inside Starbucks, and the order was ready. It was just sitting there. There was no waiting. Oh, am I gonna make this light? Probably not. What? I made the light? What? Make a right here. And we are already arriving. We got the short order. Thank goodness. So this is going to be a 4 miles total for whatever money we're getting. I think we're getting like $5 for 4 miles. Unfortunately. All right, I'm just going to park it here. We'll go inside. Thank you. Uh-oh. The door is locked. Hello. Here you go. Thank you. Have a good day. Got $6. Oh, we did good. We got $8 total for this delivery. Okay, everything worked out. Let's put this back in gear here and make our way back home. The door was locked and the customer, where's my power cord? Where did it go? The customer met me at the entrance because the door was locked. And then she said the door's open on the other side, but it's a long walk or a long drive even to get to the other side. So she said, "I'll come down." I mean, she said it all in one statement. She's like, it's open on the other side. She's like, "But I'll come down." And I said, "Okay." And she came down in less than 60 seconds. So it made for an easy easy handoff. So yeah. I'm gonna go this way. This poor guy. I blocked him when he was trying to cross before. When I first left Starbucks, he was walking, and I blocked him from crossing. Oh boy! And right here, this is where I should have parked. If I would have parked here, the door would have been open. So I got to remember in the future to come over here in the morning if I'm doing a delivery over here, if I can remember. And now at the time is 7:27. I have 4 miles on the car. It's 86 degrees. I'm getting 52 miles to the gallon. Sometimes this job makes you feel dumb. This delivery made me feel really dumb. The Taco Bell situation made me feel dumb. The locked door made me feel dumb. Oh boy. What can you do? Sometimes things just, for all the years I've been doing this job, there's still things that happen that are just so nonsensical. $14 for 9 miles. I think the dumbest thing was yesterday when I was driving on the wrong side of the road. I felt really dumb on that one. So far, traffic is light. I think the traffic's light because of all the construction they're doing up in Anthem. People are rerouting. They're driving different ways to avoid the construction. Well, the offers have been coming in, but there's been nothing good so far. It's still early. It's only 7:30. They're putting out the 4th of July fireworks stands. I'm starting to see those appear. I don't think many people here actually buy fireworks. I think most of the people watch the fireworks shows from the casinos, and then a lot of people buy the illegal fireworks, and they shoot those off from their backyards. So those are the really last two types of fireworks that are here in Vegas. They say the ones done by the casinos and the ones that people get from other states, where it's legal to have more powerful explosives. And then, of course, people here shoot their guns off like crazy on the 4th of July. That still happens here. I got the next offer from DoorDash. We're going to go to Starbucks and pick up 2 orders and deliver to 2 different customers. I'm going to get $6.50 for 3.8 miles. Not exactly a great one, but it meets the minimum requirements. Right now I am trying to get $2 for every mile, but I'm trying to be more flexible. So I'm not focusing on the 0.8 portion of the distance. I'm just focusing on the first digit, which is 3. So 3 times 2 is 6, so that makes it acceptable. However, if you multiply 3.8 times 2, that's actually $7.60. So this offer is a little over $1 short of what it really should be that I would normally take. But yeah. Lately, it's been harder to get to the $50 without adjusting my my criteria. So that's where we are currently at the moment. Is we're taking offers that aren't as great as we used to get in the past. But I'm actually making more money every day by doing it. So it's paying off. And then as far as miles on the car, it hasn't been significantly more miles either. So it has been working out on both ends of the spectrum doing it. So it doesn't feel like it in the beginning, but by the end of the day, I usually have, like yesterday, I had like 40 miles on the car, and I had like $63. So I was $13 above, and I was only 5 miles over the amount of miles I wanted to put on. So it was a fair trade-off. So I was like, well, it is all working out. And I'm looking at also, I track overall for the entire month, like how much money am I getting per mile overall. And so far this month, I'm getting about $1.60 something for every mile, which is it's just still considered a normal amount. I've had months where I've gotten up to like $1.75 for every mile on average over the entire month. So it's still in anything between like $1.50 a mile and up is considered good. So I'm just like, well, everything is fine. So I'm gonna stick with this strategy, and hopefully it will continue to pay off for me. There's so many factors that can throw that off, but I know a lot of the miles for your car aren't as important as making that money, which I can understand. I mean, if you need money, that's going to be your priority. You could care less about the miles. But for somebody like me who's like, just doing this as, more as a get out of the house and do something, it's more about the miles for me than anything else. And when I was back at home, a lot of bad offers came in. One offer was borderline, but it was a trip radar and I missed it. I think it was like $19 for 9 miles or something like that. And it was going to take me near the airport, which I really didn't want to do. But I didn't get it anyway, so it worked out fine. Because I really didn't want it. Arrive at store. Yeah. What's happening? Yeah. What's happening? What's causing you to wait? Why are you waiting so long to pick up your order? Oh, they're working on it. They're working on it. They're always working on it. Every day they're trying their best to get the food to me. I guess I'll park right here. Alright, let's go pick it up. 5-minute wait. Bag. Confirm. Pick up the next customer. There's no receipt. Take a picture of the bag. Done. Confirm. First customer I'm dropping off. Alright. Put it this way. Put this one this way. Oh. Secure the order. These are really lopsided orders. First one we're gonna be going to 5-minute drive, 1.5 miles. It looks like a business based on what I can tell, but I don't see a suite number. Let me see if there's a suite. Yeah, there's a suite number. In the widget, there's a suite number. Which way do you want me to go? Oh, okay. Alright, let's roll. Roll this car. It was busy inside the Starbucks, a lot of people in there. And one of my orders was already good to go, and another one was not ready, and the employee just said, "Anybody here for a mobile order?" And I said my name of my customer. They started my order. That's the strategy that they use here. They have the driver who's there shout out who they're waiting for, and that's the order they immediately start to work on and bag. Because a lot of times the drinks just start stacking up, and so they don't know what to prioritize as far as wrapping it up and putting a name on a bag. So usually what they do is they just say, "Hey, who's here to pick up some for somebody, so that way we can bag that one first." And I'm like, "Hey, do my order. I'm here." And they're like, "Okay." And they bag it. That's how it works. Boy, this one drink is lopsided. I'm having a hard time keeping the drink from toppling over. I hope it doesn't spill. Sometimes when the customers just order one drink, the bag isn't stable. It's very lopsided. So the bag just wants to tip over. Come on, guy, make your turn. You can do it. I knew you could do it. I knew it. Gosh, they're always doing construction. I know where this medical building is that we're going to. I think I've delivered to it before, just a couple of times. It's been a long time since I've done a drop off for this medical building, so I may have a hard time finding the front door at first. Temperature now 91 degrees and it's 8 a.m. I got 9 miles on the car, 59 miles to the gallon. Well, no, I was gonna say I think I'm gonna take Friday off, but I remembered no, I'm not. I'm gonna actually not go for my walk on Friday. I have to clean my driveway. Yeah, I think we're gonna be going to. There's a medical or something over there. I remember going into, and there's like people in there. And I don't know if that's a dentist office or an urgent care. I can't remember. I wish they'd put the name of the business on their orders. That's all. That would be really helpful if they just said we're in the Wells Fargo Bank building. I'd be like, great. I see it. When they don't put the name of the business, it's sometimes hard to find the address number because that's the least dominant thing on the building. I'm like, well, why didn't you just type in that you're at the Wells Fargo building? Save me the trouble of feeling like a dummy trying to find you. I'm gonna make a right here. And it says to make another quick right here and go around. Let's see if I see it now. Oh, it's an urgent care. That's what it is. It's an urgent care. I see it now. I just gotta watch out for anybody turning in. And then there's a front door right here I normally go into, as I recall. I'm just gonna park it right here. See if I can. Yeah, I see a door. Alright, let's go in and drop it off. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Successful delivery. Next up is going to be which way should I go to get out of here? 1 mile. Oh shoot! I guess I should go back the way I came. It's gonna be a business 2 minutes from here, a quarter of a mile. It says to go out this way is the best way to go, so I'm just gonna believe what it says, even though there's like a million cars coming this direction. I believe they're doing a lot of construction on the road right here when I make a right, so I may have a hard time making my left turn. Yep, there it is. There's the nightmare. Oh, this darn food. Gotta make a left in here. And then where is it? It says it's on the right hand side. The clinic is. Okay, I'm looking for something that says that. Oh, there it is. I see it. I'll just park here. Thank you. All right, thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. All right, that's all delivered. I don't think I had any problems. The app was saying if you're having trouble delivering, contact the customer or something. I'm like, what? I just barely got here. An unexpected error has occurred. $20 for 13 miles. No. How about no? How about decline? That's too many miles. Another order. $5.50 for 3.1 miles. Shop for one item. It's close, but that's such a low amount of money to be shopping for. I'm like, nah, it's all right. I'll pass. Yeah, the drop-off was easy here. Once I saw the sign and the name of the business. No problem with that drop-off either. Let's go back home now, shall we? Oop, oop, oop. Both drop-offs were doctors' offices that I dropped off for. The high today is going to be 113 degrees. Just a little bit on the warm side today, not too bad. I was telling somebody how the temperature here got to 125 or 123, and they were saying, oh no, that can't be true, because the hottest it's ever gotten on record was 120 for Vegas. And I was like, that may be true, but when you're driving on the road and this black asphalt you're on, the temperature is much higher than the regular temperature where they're recording. So they're not going to measure the temperature when you're sitting in a car on the asphalt on the road, because it's much hotter. So they just pick like a location as if you were just sort of like at a park or in a, So it's definitely going to be, they're not going to base like the high record temperature based on someone sitting in a car on a hot road that's, that has a black asphalt material. Because I mean, every day we're on these roads, we're driving on top of a frying pan. That's because, I mean, the tires here literally start to melt when it gets hot here. That's how hot the ground is on these roads, because they're black and they're absorbing all the heat from the sun. So when my thermometer says the temperature, it's really the temperature, the ambient temperature that's around me when I'm on these hot roads. So it's going to be higher than what if it hits a record temperature, like let's say it hit 120 again, my car would say 125. It would say much higher temperature than what is being shown, in the news for weather. I got the next offer. It's coming from Uber Eats. I'm going to go to Tacoman Grill number 2. I'm going to hit $7 for 1.5 miles. I decided to pause the app when I got home and have my early lunch. And then that only took me like 15 minutes. And then I put the app back on. And then just more terrible offers were coming in. And finally, it's now 8:40 a.m. This one came in, which is a good one. And yeah, short number of miles wherever I'm dropping it off at. I don't know where, but the Tacoman Grill is just like a mile from where I'm at right now. So the customer must just be across the street or something, because it's just a half a mile more to the drop off once I pick up their order. And it's going to take a little bit to get to it because all the lights are long to get to the Tacoman Grill. Temperature now is 93 degrees. I still see people jogging in this weather, which I don't understand, but whatever. And what's funny is it's usually men. Men jog in this crazy hot heat, and the women, they jog early in the morning. And who do you think is healthier? It's obviously the women. The men always do these most ridiculous things that don't make any sense for their health. I really don't understand why they really think that it's healthy to run in weather like this. The air quality is terrible. The temperature is deadly. It could cause you to have a stroke, a heat stroke, dehydration, sunburn, skin cancer, cataracts, all kinds of horrible things, because it's just too darn hot. And I really don't get it. I guess men just have their own way of doing things, and they're just stubborn and they just want to do it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they just like the challenge of it. Like they're testing their body, testing the limits of their endurance to have to be put through this kind of weather when they exercise. That's all I can think. There's no other explanation, really. Because I never see women out jogging. It's always just men at this time of day. Early in the morning, women and men, a mix. So very odd. Alright, we're already here at Tacoman Grill. The light wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. Let's see if I can find a parking spot. I think I'm just going to park over here. Less crowded. Let's go. Alright, the customer wants flan, but they don't have it, so they're getting a substitute. They're getting churros instead, so I just have to wait for the churros to be ready. Oh my goodness. This restaurant, they are so bonkers, not even funny. They're like, can you ask the customer if he wants churros? I'm like, sure. I'm like, yeah, the customer wants churros. They don't respond to me. And then they're like, 5 minutes later, they're like, did the customer respond to you? I'm like, yeah, they want churros. It looks like I'm going to be going to an apartment. Oh, goodness, this apartment right next door. Perfect. I believe it's just to leave at the door. Is my hearing going? Why am I hearing my beeping noise in stereo? And then they not only did they not have the flan, they didn't have the Coca-Cola fountain drink. So they gave me a can of Coke instead, and they said, oh, here, fill this cup up with ice and give it to the customer. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I did that. It is a leave at the door, right? Yeah, it's a leave at the door. Come on, guy, hurry up. I just gotta go literally next door to drop this off. Oh, good, the gate's open. I think it's this building right here. Let's see, I think I'll park over here on the right and then walk over there. Let's see if there's any special instructions. Just says leave at the door. This one. This one. And an empty cup with ice. Thank you. Another successful drop off. No problems, easy. 13.3 miles on the car. It's 93 degrees and it's 8:55 a.m. Heading back home. They're probably going to be really confused when they see that they got a cup with just ice in it, and I didn't know how much ice to put in it. I'm never sure. Like, oh, I just pressed it real quick and ice fell in and that was it. I don't know if it was like not enough ice, but whatever. I got the next offer and it's coming from DoorDash. I'm gonna go to Papa John's. I'm gonna get $8.81 for 4.5 miles. We hit 100 degrees. Yay! 100. It's 11 minutes after 10 o'clock and I was home for about an hour and 15 minutes waiting for an offer. Horrible offer after horrible offer came in. You can probably see it in the graphics that are rolling on by. You can see all the terrible offers that I had to deal with before I got anything that was even close to being decent to accept. I was flipping through the channels on TV trying to figure out what to watch to pass the time, and I ended up on an old 1987 movie called The Princess Bride. And I have never seen it before. I had always heard of it, but I had never seen it. So I decided, okay, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to actually pay attention to this movie and see if it's any good. And it's actually really good. I was like, oh, this is a really good movie. It has that guy Andre the Giant in it. If you're into wrestling, he's in The Princess Bride. And he's probably one of the more interesting characters in it. Actually, well, most of the characters are interesting. And I guess it's a comedy, fairy tale or something. I don't know. I think I got to watch it for about 15-20 minutes before I got this offer. Before that, I was just flipping channels trying to figure out how to pass the time. I guess at 11 o'clock, the Fed is going to announce whether or not they're going to raise or lower interest rates or keep them the same. So that's going to happen pretty soon, so we'll find out about that. And right now we have 4 minutes, 1.4 miles to get to Papa John's, and there's usually no rush to get there because the food's rarely ever ready. And they ordered a 12-inch original 6-piece buffalo wings, 6-piece spicy garlic sauce cup, and a ranch cup. So that's it. Nothing too major and shouldn't take too long for them to make. But every time I go into Papa John's, it's never ready. So I'm taking the street to get there. And I could have taken the freeway, but based on the on how close we are to Papa John's, I thought it would be best to just take the street because it's not going to be ready, or there's a low chance it'll be ready. And I got my pizza bag in the trunk, so I'm all ready to put the pizza in my pizza bag and take a picture of it to prove to DoorDash that I have a pizza bag. Because it's required. They require a pizza bag for the order. And yeah, not much is happening. It's a very lazy, slow work day because the offers are all terrible, so there's nothing to... oh, they got the water sprinklers on at the park, and the kids are running through the sprinklers. That looked fun. We used to do that when I was a kid. When the sprinklers would come across the street in the summertime, everybody would run across the street and run through the field and run through the sprinklers. It was a good time. Those were the days. Those days will never come again. You're only young once, kids. You're only young once. Enjoy it. Just like you only live once. Enjoy it. At least as far as we know, you only live once. Maybe we're all in for a big surprise when we go. We'll be like, oh, I'm back again. But for sure, as far as we know, you only live once and you're only a kid once. Uh-oh, more road construction all over Vegas. That's all you see right now is road construction. Ugh. Just no end in sight. It seems like they can't help but put these orange cones up everywhere I go. And nothing else too exciting is going on. I watched a documentary last night about the Ohio University and the sexual assaults that were occurring at the university. It was a very interesting documentary, and I guess the case has not been closed yet. They're still trying to determine if the university is truly at fault and if the victims of the assault deserve any kind of significant awards for their victimization by some sports doctor, I guess, who was assaulting people for like 20-30 years, which is insane. All right, so I think I'm gonna park over on the left. They have like a 15-minute parking. Yeah, I'll just park in the 10-minute takeout parking because that's what I am. I'm just taking it out. Let's go. Hello. Picking up for 10. It's gonna be an 8-minute wait. I'm gonna turn on DoorDash. I mean Uber Eats. Well, it's now 10:30 a.m. I think I was in there about 10 to 12 minutes or something. I don't know if it was that long, but it seemed like a long time. And nothing too exciting happened when I was in there. There was a guy or a lady that came inside who wanted oh wait, something's coming in. There was a guy a lady who came inside the restaurant looking for a job, and they told her to come back later because the manager wasn't there. And then there was like an order waiting at the counter for the longest time, and a guy finally strolled in and picked it up. And then I was just in there by myself, and then they had the fan going really loud, so it's really hard to hear what people are saying when they come inside of there. And then they handed me the order, and I only saw ranch sauce. I didn't see garlic. And she said something, but I couldn't hear. And so I said, is the garlic sauce in here? She's like, yes, sir, I told you, it's all there. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said 'cause it's so loud in there. But anyway, I got it, and then I had to take a picture of the pizza bag and the whole 9 yards, the whole process for this tiny little order. And now we're traveling 5 minutes, 1.7 miles to a house. It says handed to recipient. And they gave me a gate code, and that is all. The time. The temperature is still 100 degrees. 17 miles on the car, 56 miles to the gallon. I'm gonna end up in a lousy part of town where there's not any offers. It's a dead zone, so I'll be dead miling for a while. And I think that's about it. This day is a lousy day for making money, and I don't foresee hitting the $50 goal today unless things turn around suddenly. Just so far right now, it looks pretty bleak. Oh, I forgot to turn off Uber Eats. Oh, and I turned on Uber Eats when I was in there waiting, and nothing good came in. Everything was lousy. I mean, nothing came in. What am I saying? Nothing came in. Nothing came in at all. I was kind of thinking that the app was going to tell me that I could unassign myself from this order because it was taking so long. But nope, the app didn't give me that option. It just stayed put. So I stayed put because nothing else good came in. And I was just like, you know what? This is a bad day. There's no point. There's no reason to be picky or try to, unassign myself and add to my ruin my cancellation rate or completion rate. So I said, just sit there and hang out and get through. This is a very lousy day. Overall, I have to say, lousy. A very lousy day for making money. There's been a lot of offers, if I didn't mind wrecking my car, and just racking miles on it and then sitting in my car somewhere in some other part of town, I'd probably be in good shape, but that's not a part of my plan. Part of my plan is to always just kind of stay in my area and service this area, and that's it. As long as it pays right. But the offers I'm getting, they're the kind of offers where it's just like $1 a mile. So I would have to go there and then park somewhere nearby and wait for another one. And then I'd be drifting all over the city. And I'd end up in some part of town I don't want to work in. So that's just a part of the deal. What I decided I wanted to do when I started doing this delivery business. I mean, otherwise, I might as well Uber people around. If you want to make me drift all over town to weird neighborhoods, just, thanks a lot, U-turn guy. I mean, just have me, I'll just drive people, because the nice thing about driving all over town with people in the car is they just get in and out, and so I don't have to deal with weird, sketchy areas. I'm just in the car constantly, and people are just getting in and out all the time. So I'm like, well, wherever I'm at doesn't matter. I'm always in the car, comfortable. All right, we're coming up here shortly to the gate. I'm going to enter the gate code here. The code box had so many old gate codes written all over the code box. It was pretty gross. This is going to be a handed to me. It's going to be on the left as I go around this bend. I'm looking. Is that it there? No. It must be this one here. Yeah, it's this one here. I'm just going to park. Well, no, I might as well turn around because I got to come on back. So let me turn around. hold the pizza flat at all times. Okay, I will. Thank you. I don't know why the guy didn't say meet at the door. He opens the door and both of his dogs almost ran out. Every single time it's a meet at the door handed to me, always the same situation. And he could have put in the instructions. He could have said, please leave it on the bench or something, and he'll just get it. I don't understand people. Why they do that. I mean, these apps have been around for a very long time now, and yet there are still people who have animals and they put handed to me on the instructions. I just don't get it. I mean, every single time you do that, you risk something bad happening to your animals, and yet you don't think about that. I don't get it. I mean, I got animals, and when I use delivery services, I always tell them just leave it at the door, because I don't want my animals running out when I open the door. It was just crazy. He walked out of the door and he said, I'll come out to you. And as soon as he said that, one of the dogs already got out. And another one was peeking their head out the door. I'm like, oh boy.